Hey everybody, it is the Suburban Garden Permaculture Style Guy. We are coming to you live from the backyard. It has been some changes, everybody. The plan is still moving forward to leave the homestead and go buy a bigger one with more land. But that process has moved forward, and part of that is bam, the chickens are gone. The chicken coop and the chickens are gone. We got them moved along a couple of days ago. Someone bought the coop and the birds all together, which was awesome. And then the next day they came back and bought my IBC totes that I had on the side of the house over there that I was going to do my rainwater catchment. They bought those too. Yay! So then we cleared out a bunch of stuff right there. And this is what it looks like now. Yeah, it's sad. We haven't not had chickens in 5-6 years. So it's kind of weird. We were like, that's like half our relationship. We've been together that long and we've had chickens that long, so yeah. There's a little part that rotted out with the coop. It wasn't too bad, actually. There was a little bit of that, but not much. When trying to pull it out of here, broke it up a little bit. But it was in good shape otherwise. So yeah, here's where we're at so far. I got a lot of stuff cleared out. There's no more birds back here, so these fences and things don't seem to matter as much anymore. A lot of this stuff is still growing. The stuff from the spring is still trying to produce for us and make things, which not many of it's gonna do much. I mean, it looks like aphids and everything are tearing these up. But it's cute that it's trying. Look, there's little watermelons. These are watermelons. This is the cantaloupe vine. Oh, let me see where you're at. These are the cantaloupe vines coming out of the ground right here, and they're a little hole, and but it's watermelons over here. They're growing from way over here. Well, I see a cantaloupe right there on that fence hanging. Do you see it? Little guy up under there. Yep. There's a little cantaloupe right there in front of us. Let me make sure this thing's not zoomed in or something. It might be. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Okay. Not the world's best photographer, as we all know. We've got this guy hanging. Look at him, so cute. And this is my hand, kind of by. It's not that big. That little weird looking guy. Then we have another cantaloupe over here that is already kind of ripening up, even though it's small, which is not usually a good sign. That's this little guy right here. You can see, oh, the bottom's damaged. I could tell there was something wrong. Why would it looking like it's going to ripen up a little too fast? And then we come over here. Oh, we got these big guys. This is a funny pollinated one. It's getting close to ripe. And then this big one here, which for these is pretty big. I think there was more. Yeah, there's another one over there. There's two more over here. There's another cantaloupe over there. There's some stuff. Oh, there's a little cantaloupe or a watermelon right there, right in front of us. So yeah, this is from the spring, and it's still producing. Of course, all the squashes and zucchinis and things of that nature have all died off from bugs of various types. The citrus are looking good, and they're looking like they're getting ready to harvest. We have eaten all the key limes. These are the Washington navel oranges, looking good. Getting that orange blush. You can see the navel on the bottom a little bit. I want to snap them off, but you can kind of tell. Like this one's a lot bigger. This big guy looks like a small grapefruit. Little navel and the navel orange. These repots are starting to do good. If you can tell that there are some new shoots off to the side. They look kind of raggedy, and I'll show you why. There's some caterpillars. That big shoot that came off, this was the one that was doing kind of bad. We have the caterpillars that are eating us up, right? See, look at this. There's all these little trails from the leaf miners. And then there's the caterpillar damage. Where's the caterpillar at? Anybody seen him? Yep. Oh, you see that bird poop, right? Yep, that's him. The bird poops. That's the caterpillar. So the guy's been eating it, but I let him do it. Watch, he'll stick out these little orange things in defense, maybe. There they go. See him? He's like, quit messing with me. Ha ha ha. Isn't that crazy looking? Wow. I've never messed with him that much. Yeah. So these are bird poop caterpillars. They turn into like some kind of beautiful swallowtail, so I guess I'll let them make it. There's another one on here somewhere on this other side. He's been chewing stuff up. So I got some bird poops. The avocado is looking wonderful. Look at this. Look at these white flies. Y'all see that? Oh my goodness. See all these flies coming off of that? I don't even know if y'all are seeing that on the camera. You might be seeing it really well. I've been seeing this on Facebook groups everywhere. They're like, everybody's like, oh my gosh, where are all these flies? And white flies, end of the year. Cool, moist. They can survive a lot better. They like that. This thing's still suffering from that bad root ball start. I've been monitoring this root stock, which is always way more vigorous. It's a trifoliate orange. It's even not growing. It's like I've hit it with fertilizer and trying to get it to catch on to this new soil, and it's just not taking very well. I think there was some root rot or something that was getting advanced. So, but it's been in here as long as these, right, or longer, and it's still holding on. The fruits are starting to yellow, so that's good. They're not mushy or nothing. They still feel good. They still look good. It's just interesting, you know. Let's see what we can see here. Home Depot special. Golly, I cannot keep that thing. Satsuma. Yeah, they were kind of expensive. $3.19. And it was cut in 2017. Yeah, budded at 7/2017. And it's supposed to be miho. Alright, but anyway, the orange is looking really good. It's growing great. It's a lot of this growth has been since I've transplanted it. All these little branches coming up, that's all new stuff since transplant. A lot of this stuff. Yeah, so citrus is looking good, avocado's looking good, key lime's flourishing. It's actually setting some new fruit for the winter, I guess. So it's actually, I can't tell if you're looking. It's got little fruits on it that it's trying to set. But it had some really awesome, I'll tell you what, guys. None of these other ones are the same, like this. You know, look, there's a whole group of them. But these little key limes, which are not very big at all, you take them suckers, you cut it in like 4 pieces and mush it as much as you can into a glass. And you pour you a can of squirt, that yellow can of squirt. Pour that over ice and onto them things, and oh my lord, woo, that is some kind of sweet deliciousness right there. These key limes and squirt in a glass with ice. Delicious. So yeah, you can see some more on there. This guy is the Meyer lemon. Obviously it looks like it's doing real good. The lemons didn't get as big this year as they did last year. Man, it was a weird year. That's okay. They look alright. I'm not complaining. Everything's got damage. Everything's got their issues with bugs that they've had all year. It's such a buggy year. So the blueberries are looking great. They're doing good. Wow, all this has grown up since this spring. They fruited on this wood, and then this is all new growth, and all this will end up budding out for next year. Somebody else is going to eat these blueberries, hopefully. That's the buds for next year. It's already setting buds, getting ready for the next year. So this one's growing all up over top like that. You can see how these look. These big horns. And that's okay. And look how much of this root growth is coming out. All these suckers. That's a sucker way over here. There's a sucker here. There's a sucker over here. There's a bunch of this sucker here. So these things are spreading, growing, and doing good. I still haven't put my pots up because we're getting ready to move anyway. This tree, gotta cut it back a little bit. This didn't do so hot over here, but I think it had a sunflower growing over it before we cut all this down. But still doing good. Still growing. A little bit of shade. Uh-oh, one of my kitties came and found me. One of my kitties come and found me. You're Mr. Mean Guy, huh? I remember. That's Grunt. The garden's still looking like boo, boo, boo. But we've eaten the green beans. You still see some up here. We've eaten a bunch of the green beans, the purple whole peas from down here, and the cucumbers, which there might even be some more to pull. There's a big cucumber right there, which you can see. Eating some of the peppers. There's Anaheims. We pulled a bunch of them off yesterday. There's the okra. You can see the baby okras on the plants and the flowers, right? You see unopened flowers, a flower that was open today, and an actual okra, and then some more down there. And you can see down over here. These tomatoes never did good. The spider mites, I get the spider mites off of them off and on, but they're just so much plant there to begin with. It was much easier to save these, I guess. And you can see it got them eventually, and I guess some blight or something comes behind the wounds from the bad bugs and things. So it's been a struggle with those, but they were just a second try with the plants we had left over from the beginning of the year. And the kitty's invading. So we still got the 2 rows of okra. There's a little bit of that celery. That celery didn't do good because of the heat. And then those beans that were affected by the spider mites, the beans that weren't as affected, but you can still see some damage. And these other peppers, I've pulled 2 cantaloupes off of this in the last 2 weeks. So the cantaloupe thing regrew back here that we did so good with the beginning of the year. I gotta watch this kitty too. We don't really let them roam around like this. They're out here because I'm filming. Oh, almost walked into that big old spider web. Wow. That goes across this entire thing. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. That thing goes from this tree all the way over here. Woo, look at the size of that hornworm. God almighty, look at the size of that one. My chameleon's eating good tonight. Oh, boy, how you doing? Look at you. Golly. Moving right in, are we, buddy? Look at that, ate all my tips off. You sorry sucker. That's okay. You stay right there, buddy. Smells like a tomato. I'm coming back to get you, feed you to the chameleon. I don't know. Anybody want to see that? Maybe I'll do it as a separate video, just in case people don't want to see that. But you can see there are some tomatoes. I don't think they're going to do anything, but they might. This web just broke, so I'm going to move through here since it was out of the way. There's some more cantaloupes, some more cantaloupes. There's way more peppers on these plants. You see there's peppers. You see the bug stuff. Look at all of it. End of the year, you know, it's like you're not really spraying anything, so you're going to get this kind of stuff. And it makes the plants suffer really bad. That cantaloupe probably needs to get pulled off right now. There's another one there. There's another one over there. And the one I pulled had been hanging here onto this log forever. It's in some of the other videos. Okay, boy. That's my grunt butt. Man, that's a big old hornworm. I'm excited because my chameleon has been getting stuffed with big grasshoppers and hornworms lately. And it makes him grow, so that's always good. This area never did great. We already know that. We're going to take all that down, and we'll figure out how we're going to clean this up and get it ready. Get it ready. Get it. And yeah, so, let me show you over here. I'm not going to bore you off for the whole thing. You can see we got all this is cleaned up. All the sunflowers are gone. All that's being taken apart right now. All the sunflowers are gone. You see how open it is now. See the wife sneaking around over there. The dog running through. And the kitty. Yep, so we're going to take it all down after all this good growth. Look at that. Okras are growing great too. I did leave some purple holes on here for seeds. I already got 2 pods off. Some of the ones we missed. This one's not dry yet. It's almost ready to make seeds. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, I know. That kitty invader over here. We've been talking about kitty invader. Yeah. She's worried about the kitty because we don't let them out and walk around like that. Kitty, you're giving us an anxiety attack. Oh, there's a monstrous hornworm over here. It's going to be awesome. So all the amaranth got cut down. Everything, it's just looking, as you can see, there's a bunch of that stuff. Normally this would be broken down a lot better and be in these zones to break down, but we're going to move, so it doesn't matter what we do with them at this point. We're going to take it all out, do a dump run at the end. We had to take down this fence panel to help these people come in and out and get the chicken coop, and I discovered that when they put it in here, they put this trim board and it locked it together, so I had to sawzall it. I had to, real quick while the people were out there too. That's our BB gun. BB's all in here. Wow, I didn't notice all the BBs. Yeah, we got a BB gun, and it's pretty fun, and it hits the fence. So yeah, that was interesting. Pulled that out, got it done. Get the kitty. And so one more thing, just before we go, so you can see, the black soldier flies are still going on. It's slowed down a lot. Since there's no chickens to eat them anyway, you can see some in that pool. They get out of the side, so I catch some in the pool, actually. There's a sugar baby. Some of these plants we grew in here, and we got like 80 pounds of food out of that side already. And this side, we got a bunch for the birds and the maggots because we couldn't eat them. They all got blossom and rot. But there is another sugar baby growing in there wildly, basically. Oh, there it is right there. There you go. See a little sugar baby off in there? I can't tell if y'all can see it or not. I can see it. Where's the camera on that thing? I was way over. There you go. I think you can see it that way. But anyway, there's a sugar baby hiding off in there. And some of the stuff got thrown in there. And these are still more cantaloupe vines, it looks like. Just trying to survive after the chickens destroyed the fences and everything. That's what the chickens did. They went in here and dust bathed and made big holes in my root systems. Got to do better than that, Rob. Keep them away from the chickens. And the fig trees are still trying to make figs, like in the end of the year. They won't probably ripen, but when we moved these tanks, we found a little mouse nest up under there with some of the figs, so they were eating my figs. The few that were ripe, I guess. So yeah, there's some droppings. That's a little bit bigger than a mouse, I'd have to say. Yeah, they were all up in here. That's okay. That's okay. We'll get it all fixed up. Everything's coming together. I get out all these scrub trees, all this mess, and get everything cleaned up. But I wanted to give y'all an update. I'm gonna do. All right, look, I don't like to get on the videos too much, but I'm gonna do a video like this. I'm gonna sit down with some paper and some little skadoodles and show you on my skadoodles what my plans are and what I'm gonna film coming up when it comes to the move and what we're gonna do over there. We're gonna be doing a lot of things a lot of other YouTubers are doing, and I'm gonna tell you that this is this YouTuber I learned it from, and that's that YouTuber I learned it from, because the original name of my channel was The Garden That YouTube Built, because I learned all this on YouTube anyway. So it's not like I'm trying to take credit for that I'm coming up with all of this stuff. What I'm going to try to do, and I know you can follow along, is that I'm going to try to take the best of what everybody's done and do it a little different, you know, in my own way, the way different than what they've done. There's a lot of different things we're going to go over, like rotations of pigs and chickens on fresh ground. I see a lot of people doing things that seem like they're creating work for themselves, even though they're doing things that are the right things. How do I explain this? Again, I'll sit down with the paper and I'll show you on paper. And like, look, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to try to do. And I'll follow along. You'll see what stuff costs, how we do it, how we implement it or not. Piece of wood rotted right there. And that'll be fun, or it won't. And we'll see. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and sign off from the homestead. We keep these because we found these really inexpensively, and these were like cast aluminum. This entire thing is solid cast aluminum one piece, and these things are like $3,500 each when they were brand new. Yeah, and we paid like $150 for both of them. But we never had the cushions for them. But they're the most amazing thing. They have these cast wheels. They're just huge. So we haven't got rid of that yet. And the zinnias are still looking good. A lot of our herb garden is looking amazing still. And that's about it. And oh, Hank dog. Oh, Hankums. Oh, Hankums, Hankums. Oh, he's still looking good. What happened to your chickens, Hank? What happened to your chickens? Would you like to tell the people anything about your chickens? No? Get all that goop out there. Oh, my goodness. Ugh, we're going to have to take him to the bully parter. All right. We'll talk to y'all later. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. We got crazy dog. We got crazy dog. We got crazy dog. Are you hamming? Hank, are you hamming? Is this hamming? What is this behavior? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. You can have a video of you just doing that.